this week. Have you ever had a manager or boss whose leadership disappointed you? If so, explain what made them a less than effective leader. If not, describe the most effective. I'm going to go right to a boss or manager who disappointed me because I have one that sticks out in my mind pretty strongly. Couple, actually, about 11 years ago, I was a new leader, a new manager in my career, and I had a um, senior leader, not my first level supervisor, but the next level supervisor. He was in charge of a field office of maybe there were about 20 of us. And he ended up actually getting relieved of his position due to his toxic leadership and the detrimental effects he had on the organization. So he was a poor leader in the sense that he was very apathetic and had an inability to relate to other people. And this wasn't in a discriminatory kind of way, not in a biased kind of way. He didn't single out anyone in particularly. He was just overall not able to have any sort of compassion or kindness really towards anyone. And I guess you would say that he was the kind of person that was very educated and very skilled in his field, but he was the kind of guy that probably needed to be working alone, not leading others, and not being in charge of a team of humans because he had zero ability to effectively communicate with other people. He had zero compassion and really could not connect with others. And while he might have been very knowledgeable in his area of expertise, he just couldn't relate to people, and it made him a very toxic leader, and he made a very bad environment for all of us, and he actually made me consider leaving that position. It had a really bad effect on me personally, not just the toxicity, but he was the kind of person that had zero regard for anyone else's work-life balance, didn't really give a crap about anybody else's time. He would keep us at work until 8 o'clock at night just because he didn't want to go home to his family, apparently. So, why should we? And it was really his apathy and his lack of compassion that caused him to be disappointing and a toxic leader, and he ended up getting relieved, rightfully so. Prompt for this week for my last name is, which do you think requires leaders to have more confidence in their followers, transformational leadership or laissez-faire leadership? And I would say without a doubt, transformational leadership is the choice here. I could see how someone may want to say that laissez-faire leadership would be the answer here, because in a laissez-faire leader, they basically, well, as the book describes and as I understand it, this is the kind of boss or leader that just disseminates information and puts all of the work and all of the priorities on either the team members or the lower level leaders. And you might think, oh, well, this type of leader would do this because they have a lot of trust in their team members or their lower level managers. And I would actually argue the opposite. I would say a laissez-faire leader lacks confidence in themselves. They lack confidence in their ability to properly lead. And it's lazy. It's just lazy. Where a transformational leader is someone that is not only confident in themselves, but is also confident in their ability to lead, mentor, and manage, which is imperative of a leader. Because through transformational leadership, you're taking what you know and you're empowering your lower level leaders and your teammates. And that actually shows more confidence and trust in yourself, and also more confidence and trust in your team and your lower level leaders. And it shows that you're a team player. So by empowering your team and your lower level leadership, it also opens the lines of communication for people to share ideas. In laissez-faire leadership, it's just, hey, this is what I think, this is what we're doing, this is how we're going to do it, and you're going to go do it now. And there's no open lines of communication. There's no real shared ideas. There's no synergy. And I think that transformational leaders will have more confidence in their team, and also their team will have way more confidence in them as a leader who behaves that sort of way.